Welcome, guys, back to Chip Chat and Chill. This is your midweek recess for all the millennials that are unlearning, that appreciate a good food snack. We are the foodies that love recess, get together to connect and learn all kinds of things about each other and unlearn things about each other. And guess what? Today we are celebrating 3 years of Chip, Chatter, and Chill on Apple, on Spotify, Google, Stitcher, you name iHeartRadio. Thank you to everybody who has supported on the YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. I will remind you guys, though, you still have not been in the app giving me your reviews. If you love it, if you love any episode, if you ever laughed, if you ever played Lyrically Correct with us, any original game on the content channel, on Instagram, on Facebook, if you join us for a live, go ahead and hit that button and go ahead and give us a review. Reviews help the audience to be on the forefront. It helps it to grow. It helps for people to discover us on other platforms and, do a general browse for podcasts, whatever you like to listen to. Let them know they have a safe place here to heal, to learn, to laugh, and have a great time. I'm the host, Zakia, of Zakia Media House. Thank you for helping me launch a podcast in the middle of a pandemic, which was not easy, but I did it scared, and I have reached across the water. Like, I had listeners in Guam, in Indonesia. I thank you guys for listening and supporting the content. Yes. Today, we are celebration mode. I've made our signature drinks. If you head on over to our social media pages, you'll see the recipes I've shared with you. We have a rum root beer float, and we have an Italian soda.
Italian soda. There we go.
Italian soda bomb. That one is raspberry. And also, we have a lot of new things happening. Of course, you can see here, you do not want to miss our upcoming Black Friday sale. This holiday season, you have the option to purchase your very own Chip Chat and Chill wine glass, your popcorn bucket, and we will also have some very special goodies. Hello, we got T-shirts.
Paraphernalia.
These are exclusive holograms. Thank you in advance for supporting. All of you have been in my DMs and asking specifically what you can do to support. Here's your chance. If you send me a DM, and I'll send you the link where you can purchase the buckets and all other good apparel to support your Chat and Chill and show your fan love. So, chatties, we have a very special guest this evening. I'm excited. First of all, if you haven't noticed, this is the very first episode on the very first occasion on our 3-year birthday. We are So no more virtual. We'll do virtual here and there on our virtual Chip Chat and Chill Lounge every now and again if we have to. But for the most part, I want you to get into this whole look. It is plush, it's warm, it's sexy. It is everything the chatties love. And I'm just grateful to be able to share in this space. So like I was saying, this evening, I have a very, 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 very special guest celebrating our 3-year birthday today. She's a longtime friend. We've been friends, for a very long time. Probably, almost 20 years. This is year 16, 17. I met her the year that she was pregnant with my goddaughter. And now we have become mothers, best friends, confidants, shoulders to cry on, cheerleaders, rooting champs, warriors, all of that together.
Yes.
And we are now dominating business together. So help me welcome this evening my bestie, Miss Brittany.
Thank you. Definitely a pleasure. Definitely an honor as well. I just want to start off saying congratulations again. Chip Chat and Chill has reached its 3rd year, and I'm just so proud to sit beside you in this moment to be able to celebrate with you because, again, along with the many number of years that we have been annoying each other's life, I have seen her go through not only the glitz and the beautiful and the gorgeous that you see right here, but I've seen the off days, but even on our off days, we are still putting on, okay? So to be able to sit here and share this moment with you, I thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And I'm even more excited to begin this journey so we can take off together and continue our successes.
This is going to be so much fun. It's so exciting.
So much fun.
And we're excited, most of all, for you guys' lives to be impacted and changed on a whole nother level. So cheers to year 3. Salud, salud, salud.
Yes, salud. I will sip to that. Woo!
Oh my God.
This is good.
Yes.
You did good.
I did real good.
Yes. All right. Oh yes, definitely time to turn up now.
Yep. Get into it. So
Yes.
we're in celebration mode, and also if you guys, we're going to be celebrating for a very long time, probably till the end of the year, because I mean, the small triumphs are big triumphs.
Oh yes.
When you came out of COVID, like we did. So
hello.
Give yourself a round of applause. You are still breathing. You are still moving. You have the activity of your limbs. Even if you got one, you got one. Okay,
that's right.
And you're able to look at this YouTube channel. You're able to listen to us on the platform. So be grateful, and just make every moment a big moment in yourself. Applaud yourself for whatever you have triumphed during this week. Whenever you found this episode, whatever you were battling, leave it all at the door. Just listen and make yourself comfortable. Have a good time with us for the next 30 minutes. I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. So what we doing tonight?
Well, since you asked so nicely at that. So since you have done nothing but sat back and given us just the music to our ears that we needed to hear and just everything we needed to fulfill our souls, it's time for you to sit back and for us to get to know you.
Okay.
To get to know Chip, Chatter, and Chill from beginning to now.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, I just want to sit here and just chat with you a little bit. And so we can just kind of, take a walk down memory lane a little bit, and even just the foundations of where things started. Are you all as interested as I am to find these things out? Because if not, here we go. But anyway, all right. So first things first, if you could just tell us a little bit about your vision with Chip, Chatter, and Chill when you first came to the drawing board before or during the pandemic. Tell us a little bit about, what that was like.
Now, I get pregnancy brain when I think about the very, very, very first time Chip, Chat, and Chill was an idea. I believe that I was pregnant back to back, 2017 to 2018. So forgive me. But this was, I want to say, the tail end of 2018 after having my youngest.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely was really thinking about it and trying to conceptualize the idea in 2019.
Yeah.
For a show. You and I get together, we have this running joke, you can't take us nowhere, because we're always joking, clowning, having a very good time.
I promise.
We in our own little bubble all the time.
We'll get it together. Never.
Never. We're never growing up.
No.
But the conversations that you and I have had over the span of our friendship, the conversations we've both been a part of, just living life together, the conversations I have with my husband, my childhood friends, cousins, there was always some type of either aha moment or a realization of like, oh wow, you going through that too? Oh dang, that was you
right
too?
Like the light bulb just goes off automatically. The
inspiration came out of those type of conversations. And me really wishing that I could just share them with people. I'm to the heart, an entertainer. I love to curate good times. I love to entertain and act. So that's my performing arts has always been in me since I was a child.
Absolutely.
Growing up in Brooklyn. So taking the element of what I do as a Key Media House is giving you like original content to enjoy, but also curating a show where we could have these great conversations. And then specifically as millennials, our audience, we're the first generation, or the last generation, I should say, that was in between that kind of era between the 90s and the 2000s, where we had all the technology, all the internet, all the going from flip phones to iPhones to smartphones and things like that.
Ooh, what
going
a time
from
to be alive.
Dial-up internet, Black Planet, Earthlink, all these things going into the new phase of what was offered in 2000. MySpace. All of these things, our generation will be probably the first generation of grandparents that have fed our kids tacos, or will feed our grandchildren tacos. Brunch, those type of things. So our generation is really unique, and I think it's something very, very special. No shade to the other ones, but I really think our millennial generation is so special because a lot of us are unlearning stuff as we're becoming first to graduate from college, to graduate with multiple masters, to master what it is to have a blended family, to master what it is to work a full-time 9 to 5 and have multiple streams of income, and how to maintain it properly, how to not have debt as an inheritance to our children, leaving an abundance of great health and wealth, a balance of the two, and mental wealth as well. So those type of things were an inspiration as the industry started going. 2020 hit. It was before that, before we entered into COVID. The concept was to do that on location, restaurant kind of vibe, We get together, have a guest, have a few laughs, play games,
Mm-hmm.
have a good time, learn something, unlearn something,
Mm-hmm.
and keep it moving. COVID was like, let me
Mm-hmm.
sit your hind
Just
part down.
go and sit down somewhere. Just sit down.
I'm like, dang, well, what I'm supposed to do now? I'm sitting back. But
Mm-hmm.
I just felt the urge in me and said, just do it anyway. Do it. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing.
Do it scared.
Do it scared.
Speak on it.
That's a life motto for real.
Ooh.
You have to, if you don't do it, he will give you your idea that he gave
Mm-hmm.
you. He will definitely, if he's meant for it to be accomplished, he will give it to somebody else and be like, that was what I was. So we wasn't gonna have that conversation. I did. That's the conversation we was gonna have.
That's it.
When I meet my maker, he's gonna say, well done. Bottom line.
That's it.
I did it scared. Our first episode was Halloween 2020. Shout out to Kirby. Shout out to Depton. Shout out to Desmond. They were flagship all-star cast co-hosts that helped me put the show on its feet and give it a voice for our very first couple of episodes. Shout out to my first guest, Janine, Marissa, you name it. We've talked about things like healing from cancer, healing from domestic violence, and things like that, and just had a good time while doing it.
Awesome.
And I just think that there's no other place and no other space safe and fun like Chip Chat and Chill.
And I agree. Well, I sure appreciate you for sharing that with us. And I mean, it's like everything that tied it together, you know, all the experiences that you had along the way, just coming along, you know, it's a beautiful thing to see how, you know, that just kind of curates, you know, the vision, which ultimately, you know, turns into what you all are seeing right now. Yeah. So again, thank you for your obedience to the call, because otherwise we would not be sitting here right now in front of you again to feed our souls with what we have here with Chip Chatter and Chill. Yeah. So yes, absolutely. Now, if you could do anything differently, what would it be?
I would say be more consistent, because the schedule now, you get a new episode every Thursday. In between, you get foodie content. I'm testing out stuff for the first time. I'm tasting stuff. I'm taking you in the shopping stores with me, asking y'all, do y'all want me to try this? In the beginning, I had a lot more time because I wasn't committed to anything Monday through Friday with corporate America. And I actually do have to kind of talk to my inner Zakia and commend her for doing this, not just scared, but with very small children in a pandemic, because the mind span you have to figure out how to launch it on different platforms,
right?
How to edit, how to cue it from start to finish. Not even curating the actual episodes and booking people, because that to me comes easily because I just love people.
Sure, yeah.
And I love to curate stuff and have a good time, and I know how to accommodate and be accommodating to my guests.
And how can we not love you back? Yeah, so your personality is just lovable everywhere. So
thank y'all. I hope y'all do. So that was the easier part, but learning how to use multiple apps to edit the content and put it together was the most daunting, but I commend myself because that gave me transferable skill sets in the long run that are invaluable and in high demand now, because a lot of us are now doing this and figuring it out on our own. Yeah. I did the legwork for you. So listen, now I get to teach you.
There you go.
But what I probably would have been doing, or wish I would have done different, was been more consistent. Once I did come back into corporate America, it has been very, very challenging to be more consistent in giving you a consistent run of the content on a weekly basis. I try my darnest, but that is one thing. The consistency would be something I would do over, and I am starting to implement that more often. Yes. So I'm working with. I have an incredible. I have to shout out my husband.
Yes.
He has been such a help and such an encourager. Mm-hmm. But I love him to death. I love his toenails because he puts
the toenails.
He has definitely been a very big helping hand and a motivator. Like, you can't give up. And this is something that I definitely won't give up. And Chip Chat and Chill will be the very first podcast that I do. There will be several others that I will help produce in the very near future.
That's right.
This was the test. This is my test baby.
Yes.
So consistency would have definitely been something I would have been more apt to do, especially after 2021. Anything else, I probably would have been more proactive with some guests that I didn't get to have on. But stay tuned. The rest of season 3 that's gonna come out on the platform, and then season 4 to come with Miss Brittany here. You'll see them faces, I'm sure.
And we have other podcasts that are coming out as well, okay? So, yes,
Stay
like as
tuned.
she said, Chip Chat and Chill is the first of many. So,
I've been
special, stay tuned.
Yes, I've been special guest on a couple other podcasts. So, thank you guys. If you are catching this episode, I thank you again. I had the pleasure of being a guest co-host or a guest feature on other platforms. But definitely, there's some things in the works. I do produce I will say I have learned to be a very good producer. Yeah. I'm an amateur at best, but I am a good producer. So I've been definitely working on some other things and other projects. So stay tuned.
It's okay, because amateur on the way to the pro level. Okay,
That's
so
right.
Hey, we will be staying tuned. And for those who we said that we've been on the other show, so y'all will be getting a call soon as well. Okay. All right. Yes. Well, definitely. What advice could you give someone who is interested in developing their own podcast?
That's a good question. Start out with what you're most passionate about, for sure. This is like my jam, my good time. I escape away from everything that's shared, a shared Zakia experience. Mm-hmm. This is just for me.
Yeah.
Whatever it is you're passionate about, I would say hone in on it, give it a concept, give it a plan, lay out your plan and write it down. Mm-hmm. The Bible says, write your vision and make it plain. Literally, don't make it complicated, because it really isn't. Once you really figure out what it is you're passionate about, what voice you want to give hands and feet to in the industry, whatever industry it may be. There's specifically an industry for food, and we love food. We talk about food all the time, and we blend it into what kind of life experiences we have. You can talk. There's doctors that have podcasts. There's baristas that have podcasts. You can literally do anything, but whatever it is that is a nagging passion of yours that you can go on hours and hours to talk about, make a plain vision for it, write it out, conceptualize it, learn about the technology that's out there as much as you can. Don't be frightened, do it scared. Yes. It is not as hard as you think. The setup, the stuff behind this camera, it is so easy to put stuff together. And then also protect your craft. I would say if you have a very specific niche that is specific to a particular type of audience in background or industry,
right?
Trademark your stuff, copyright it, LLC it. There's so much information out there, and that was another thing that I was so grateful for in 2020. We had such a wealth of information available online. Yes. So many people were giving out freebies of information, having webinars, and gave free ebooks, and so much stuff has helped me for free 99. Woo. Put Chip Chat and Show together, the Key Media House together, learning how to do all of that stuff. I pretty much learned how to do for free 99. So conceptualize your business, because it is a business and your brand as well. Mm-hmm. Figure it out what it is that you want to talk about, and just do it and have fun. If it's not fun, then just kill it and go back to the drawing board. But definitely motivate yourself to pursue whatever it is you're passionate about talking about.
Absolutely.
That's going to be the most successful thing for you.
Yes. One thing I just gathered, when you mix your passion with fun, then you will get success. Because otherwise it is pretty much a dead deal. And who has time to waste, right?
Who's got time to be miserable?
Not at all. The world is miserable enough, right?
Yeah.
So might as well. Not at all. No. Misery is never invited when we get together. So please believe it.
You made me want to tell the people, listen, I shared a quote a couple years back, and I stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Misery loves company.
Ooh, so talk about
what you need to do, don't pull up a chair, a stool, or nothing. Don't give it no space.
You can't sit with us. No, not at all. Not at all. So you better not forget it. So tell us about your most memorable episode, or which one was more personal, the most personal for you. Like, cue the Jeopardy music.
You know what? What's funny is there's a couple, and I have had such a ball. If you've ever been on Chip Chat and Chill, once we ended our time, and we were in the green room backstage, we carried on for another 20 minutes just laughing and talking about stuff that we didn't want to talk about on camera or forgot to talk about on camera.
Oh, man.
And that was like the gel. So what I'm probably going to do, it will probably be a Chip Chat and Chill
kind of like
Facebook group.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a private Facebook group, and then we'll eventually evolve to Patreon, where you have to pay for that exclusive content.
Right.
Because when I tell you, we have had bellyache laughs that I still, if I tell y'all what I'm thinking right now,
oh my goodness,
Lord have mercy, you gotta pay for that. I'm gonna charge for that.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But some of
that's
my
exclusive
favorite
content.
Episodes, yes, got to. Some of my favorite episodes have been actually not so funny, but we made laughter an element in it anyway. We did Desmond and I. We did an episode, black male mental health.
Oh yes.
Go back to the YouTube channel and play that one. That one I think is 2 years old. You have to watch that because we dealt with what it is to be a black man in America and have to try to find healthy ways to cope and build mental wealth, what outlets you have to keep yourself sane. And we talked about childhood. Growing up, things that were triggering to us and that trigger us to this day or trigger men to this day. Helpful tools, and I gave you resources where black men can go seek safe refuge to talk to somebody specifically that can understand their condition.
Sure.
That was one of my favorite episodes because it was very healthy for them to talk and discuss, and we still had a very good time.
Yeah.
All of the Facebook lives are a very good time, and y'all show up. Like I have big numbers on lives. I don't know what it is. And it's very tricky because when you're looking at the camera as it's ticking and it's going live on the user end, on my end rather, administratively, you can't see everybody. It'll give you a number. But once I hit end and especially the very next day, there's so many numbers. And I'm like,
beautiful.
Y'all came on to look at me.
Yes. Y'all want to know what I'm talking about?
So the lives are always fun. Women's History Month is a big deal. Y'all come in big numbers for Women's History Month. It's March.
Oh, you know we're going to show up now. The sister girls are going to show up.
I love it. That is probably the most fun I have on the calendar would be Women's History Month.
Yes.
And then Jules and Nikki, my cousins, y'all. The creators of Lyrically Correct. That is probably the funnest part. It's happy hour. When we play happy hour games, it's hilarious. Y'all's favorite game is when I play like New Name Who This.
Oh boy.
We were gonna have time to play today. We don't have time to play today, but that's when I wear the mouth bracket and you have to guess what I'm saying.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
So funny.
So you know y'all got to tune back in because y'all can't miss that. Y'all can't miss it.
Speaking of, I'm a drop exclusive announcement right here and right there. Since we're talking about happy hour,
what you got?
I got a game. We have an original Chip Chatter and Chill game in the works. I'm about to send it to print, so stay tuned because we're going to start playing that game on the live.
Okay.
And we're going to start rolling it into the holiday season. So not only do we have this merch, but we will have an exclusive Chip Chatter and Chill game that you can take to your family reunions, the cookouts, the holidays, Thanksgiving dinners, your Friendsgivings, your Christmas, we are going to have a very good time. I'm excited about what this season of Chip Chatter and Chill has to offer.
Yes, indeed. You got me excited now. I'll be right back on this couch. Long as I'm here.
Will, look for her.
Please do. And please do. And y'all better not miss it either, okay? Well, listen, thank you so much for sharing this with us because I felt like you allowed us into your brain space. And I know just like a few of us out here, that's just a space that's, not warranted to anyone. But, the fact that you opened that up to us, I will say I found it very inspiring. Nice. I thank you even for allowing that safe space, for mental health wealth, just for everyday walks of life, for finding the inspiration, finding your passion and finding the joy and just putting it all together for a big ball of success. Yeah. So I will say, again, as I said in my opening, to be able to walk with you and to follow you and my goodness, 3 young kids during the pandemic.
I need to go back to therapy.
And it's okay.
Now that I made it, I need to go back.
We already on the couch and we got the drink. So we already got a good start.
There, right?
we also good start. So we just gonna continue on and recording and we just gonna take it from there. Yeah. See how far it takes us. But
thank y'all for joining us. And I just want to say this will always be a safe space.
Absolutely.
Life is hard enough during the week. Whether you work 1 or 5 jobs, whether you have 1 or 10 kids, whether you have a boo thing, a sometime thing, a situationship, a husband,
Child.
getting married, thinking about it.
All of the above.
All of the above. Like, life is hard enough. And, like, this is the time you talk about when you
Yes.
turn on the radio, you go to your iHeartRadio, you open up the phone, you come to Chip Chat and Chill, because you need a gut butt laugh to keep yourself sane. You need some type of motivation and encouragement. This is always going to be the safe space. Chat box letters are fun too.
Yes.
Chat box letters, if you write chipchat@inchill@gmail.com. They're loaded. Like the vault.
Make sure y'all get into that. Seriously.
Bruh, we're going to start unraveling some of these letters that I got at the top of the year that I did not get to share. But trust me, if you write in, we'll talk on it. I'll reach back out. And we're just going to keep going up because, like, this is just too much fun.
Too much. Yes. And, of course, as we all know, laughter is good for the soul. One thing you're going to get with us, you're going to laugh.
You're going to laugh.
You're going to laugh.
That's
now, you might cry a little bit, too, but we're going to make sure that we wrap them tears up with a little laughter. So, hey.
Thank you.
And thank you. All right. Let's see what we got to chip and chat on here.
I know we got some popcorn going. This is good.
And it's the good buttery kind too, y'all. We ain't discriminate on the butter tonight. We're gonna do right tomorrow.
Tomorrow's another day.
Right. And that's it.
And then we got our fruit platter. Y'all, I'm so glad. I just can't believe how fast the time went.
I'm telling you, 3 years, you blinked and here we are. And look at you.
I can't believe it.
I'm telling you. I remember when you first came up with it, and as foreign as 2020 was to all of us, that made all the sense in the world. Because, you know, we have all, not only have we been grinding, but, you know, just to highlight you, to spotlight you, you did mention, you know, your love for, you know, theater and, you know, just performing arts growing up. When I tell you all, in case y'all don't know, this is a whole character right here, okay? Naturally. But not only is she just talented and gorgeous on camera, but Sister Girl sings too. I'm sorry, that just let something out the bag. I'm sorry. She said, time my sip. But with all the talents that you have, that right there, I said, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. Because you definitely belong in front of the camera, in front of an audience of people to inspire them. I swear if you let one fall, and we're going to be tussling on this camera. But the people need to hear you. I'm serious. Now, don't get me here now. I tried to be quiet for a second for a reason, but you know how I feel about you. And just to let the people know, this is definitely your lane.
Thank you.
And I certainly do see the masses of people, thousands, millions are going to be reached. So we're going to be right here again. I'm going to be right here on this couch beside her, walking on this journey. And we're just going to continue to go into what looks like uncharted territory, unwarranted territory that might even throw us out. We're coming in here to break down doors.
There we go.
That's all.
Now, before we get into happy hour, I do want to say, since this is the end of the year and it's close to holiday season, you know, if you know anything about me, this is my favorite time of the year.
Most wonderful time of the year.
This is not a wonderful time for everybody. So whatever dark season you're going through, have been going through, whatever dark cloud is hanging over your head, of course, continue to listen to Chip Chat and Chill. But build yourself a community that is safe for your mental wealth, that will not tear you down. If it's not uplifting, cut it out. If it's damaging your spirit and it's a negative, nagging voice in your mind, stop listening to it, stop reading it, stop texting it, him, she, her, them, him.
Call in, just block the numbers.
Block the numbers. Yo, it's 2024 pretty much. We're rolling into 2024.
Yes.
You only get one life to live on this earth. Be blessed enough to protect yourself and put yourself first. Whatever works for you, works for you. If it don't work for other people, don't be sorry about it. But cut it out your life and just go for whatever it is you want. There's no better time than now.
Absolutely.
You have now. So I just wanted to say that because I know it gets heavy.
Yes.
And I know sometimes
it does.
even on some of my darkest days, I have filmed Chip Chat and Chill, and I have felt so much better after hitting the camera and telling, my guests thank you and cutting the camera off. I was so glad I pushed through and I did not cancel the episode and I didn't cancel for the evening. I did not postpone. There have been so many times I had heavy days and I did not want to, but I knew that you guys were dependent on me and I just did it anyway. But it was a benefit to me because I felt so much better afterwards. And it was a lesson for me in that episode as well. So thank you guys for giving me a reason to give you the content. And I promise you, it's going to go up from here. You have no idea. If you would just hang tight, keep tuning in, stay locked in with us, we're going to have a good time. This is our favorite time of the show. It's happy hour. It's happy hour.
Hey.
Who don't love a good game?
Okay.
Now, again, thank you again to Jules and Nikki for Lyrically Correct. Now, if you have not played yet, this is music trivia. And I bought the 80s version and our favorites from the 99s and the 2000s. Yeah. And so the game has a deck of cards with one-liners from some of the most top hit songs from that era. You have to finish the line. It's multiple choice, some of them you just fill in the line or you finish the lyric. But it is such a good time. They have a gospel version. If you will log on to www.lyricallycorrect.com, go ahead and get you some. They always have a discounted sale as well. Get on their emailing list. Follow them on Instagram. It's a good time. Y'all missing out if you ain't,
I love that game.
Ain't played already.
It's too much fun.
So, whichever you want to go for.
Let's see. I'm going to take it easy on myself. We're going to do the hip-hop tonight. We're going to do the hip-hop for the 99 2000. All right.
Play this
Let's
game
get it.
I don't know what questions you gonna get, but
oh Lord, I don't know you. Look, I don't know what answers y'all finna get either, but we gonna find out.
Now, for the people that don't know, Brittany has done a lot of the good stuff. She is a communications major like me. That's how we ended up gelling in college. Communications and media studies was our jam. We had some good times.
Yes,
we shared a couple classes together. And fell asleep in a couple classes.
Listen,
then wrote some papers together. Then done some presentations together. Watched some films together.
I wish you all could get an insider to see us writing our thesis together for graduation in our capstone class.
Oh my God!
When my laptop became my pillow every night.
You want to go back?
No, I think I'm good where I'm at. It's all right. I know 3 kids later and half a brain later. I think I'm good where I'm at.
I wish you would ask me.
Listen, it almost sound like fight words. What we got over here in these here cards?
Fight night.
See?
So yeah, she's a communications major, communications professional, financial crimes professional, mother extraordinaire. She's a twin mother. I'm an Irish twin mother, but she a twin mother.
Yes, child.
We're gonna talk about that.
Listen,
best friend, best friend, best sister, best mother, best friend, best confidant, best professional. Anybody, she can work any job, wear any hat, and she will do it well. So I could see no other person that. Dang, we've been living life together. This is my other wife, but yeah.
By the way,
pretty much. I see no one else to live life and do good times with other than this chick right here. I have friends, but you have been a safe person and a loyal person and a fun person and a trusted person and an honest person. You name it. So this is going to be a great ride. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited. I might have to do another toast now. Here. Clean.
I'm almost done. I'll give you 60 seconds.
Okay. All right.
You answer as many as you can.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Let me know you ready.
I'm ready.
Time starts now.
If
you are knocking and bucking, what are you ready to do?
Fight. Okay.
Uh-oh. That's bad.
Because I come in the club shaking my dreads. Throwing these balls and busting these heads. Okay.
And give it to me. What does Jay-Z say to do with the Prada blouse, Gucci bra, Filth Moth jeans?
Take that off. Give me that thought, that sweet. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to keep it clean.
What couldn't Missy stand? Missy couldn't stand
the rain against my window. I can't stand the rain. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to my Jeep? Wrong. Okay, next.
Oh my goodness, you remember this one? What size drawers does Maya wear? You know whose drawers are these?
You know.
Yo, this is Joel from Lyrically Correct. Shout out to Chip Chat and Chill on their 3rd year anniversary. Time flies when you having fun. Y'all keep up the hard work and dedication over there. We see you. Keep doing it big.
Hey, this is Depp, just calling in to say happy birthday to Chip Chatter and Chill. And here's to more wins, more shows, more success. Glad that I was able to be a part of a couple shows and been able to view a couple shows or a few shows. And I look forward to the success of Chip Chatter and Chill going forward. Happy 3rd birthday.
Hey everybody, it's Janine. You also know me as Seymour Buns. And I just want to say happy 3rd birthday to Chip, Chatter, and Chill. I remember when this show was getting off the ground. And when I tell you the transformation and the growth that I have seen, it's been a blessing to me as a woman, as a human. And you know what? I just pray the Lord just continues to bless you, bless the show, and just continue to grow you. Happy birthday. May this journey continue to be amazing. Bye.
Talk a real topics, no facts. Took a real shit and you know that. That's a fact. Chat and chill. Talk about the talk whenever you want, whenever you want. All facts tonight. Yeah, yeah.